Hey everyone, what's going on with the Nintendo Switch 2? In the last 6 months, the value of Nintendo has gone down by 20%. Why? Stay tuned to find out in this video. We're going to unpack some of the mistakes Nintendo has been doing, what can they do to course correct, and some of the key, if you say at the very end, some of the really interesting points and the nuances I think most of these wonderful YouTubers online are missing. So let's back up a moment. The stock price of Nintendo is not performing well. Even though Nintendo Switch 2 has broken all records in terms of selling, and it is projected to maybe even match PlayStation 2, which is the best-selling console in the history of humanity, even though releasing Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Metroid Prime, and all these other wonderful games, the market has decided that Nintendo is in trouble. Now, it is in trouble perhaps because of the new expensive requirements to build the actual system. You have tariffs that we all know that are unfortunately leading to a much higher cost for the Switch 2. Then on top of that, you have a RAM issue where one of the big three companies that produce RAM for technologies has gone bankrupt. And when there's less companies in the market, prices go up, supply goes down. It's a sad reality. But what a lot of these fancy stock analysts are thinking is that, well, the Switch 2 will just get even more expensive, or Nintendo will swallow the margins, meaning they'll make a lot less money than they thought they would. Thus, let's just tank this company and sell all the stocks and panic and go crazy. I mean, as you could tell at the tone of my voice, I think Nintendo will be fine, but it does need to respond in a way that's both calculated, fair, and signals they're acting from a place of strength, not fear and weakness. So what I mean by that is do not, number one, do not increase the price of the Switch 2. Take the hit on the margins. I know that's not what the president of Nintendo wants to hear, but you really don't want to push what already is a very tight and sensitive market base. Your consumers are broke. Your consumers cannot spend any more money. The video game industry, video game products are sometimes elastic. They respond to price changes. And if you look at, which is the second point that we'll talk about today, is the sales for the Nintendo Switch 2 and most consoles this Christmas time are down. They're not performing well. People are just not going out and buying video game hardware. Now, I've talked about this before in the past about young folks not really being interested in video games or not being able to afford them as much as we all thought they should be able to. You can look at those videos on your own time. But the purpose of this video, we're just going to focus yet again on bad news for the entire market, but also specifically Nintendo. The Switch 2 is just not selling what it should be selling for the Christmas holiday, which is very strange, but also actually not. If you can, again, think about the tariffs, if things are getting expensive, the value story to purchase the Switch 2 right now is just not strong. Those who wanted it, got it. The early adopters, check mark. It's the folks in the middle now. Not the laggards who will be dead last and probably get it when the Switch 3 comes out, but that healthy chunk in the middle. Those people are what will determine the success of the Switch 2. And those people are not convinced yet. And now we're gonna go into my third point as to the why all this is happening. Yes, the tariffs, yes, the costs, but also specifically, I don't know why, but Nintendo decided to release a lot of games for Switch 1 and Switch 2. They thought, hey, the Switch 1 has a huge install base. Let's make a lot of money. Let's just sell as much as we can on both platforms, right? You may have done that, but the value of your company has gone down by 20%. It was a horrible decision, and whoever decided that needs to go in a corner and rethink about what they do at the company. Terrible idea, guys. Whew. One of the biggest mistakes is Pokemon A to Z or Z to A. I love it. It's a great game. It's getting good reviews. Making that on a Switch 1? Why? What are you doing? This should have been a Switch 2 exclusive. It should have also not come out in October. It should have came out in December, causing the frenzy, causing massive reviews coming out in December, causing the fear of missing out, causing those little kids telling their parents, I really want that Pokemon game. Oh no, it's only on the Switch 2. I guess we have to get you the Switch 2. It's common sense. I know what they were thinking. We have a huge install base over there. Let's not rock the boat. You needed to rock the boat. The Switch 2 is out. The Switch 1's gone. It's finished. Don't release cross-gen games that are flagships. Don't do that. Unfortunately, I'm correct. When you look at the sales right now for Christmas, it's not good. They did the same with a few other games like Metroid Prime. And it's just, again, same argument applies to almost all these games. You should have really just went all in on Switch 2, made most of these games exclusives. It doesn't mean they have to be better, unfortunately. You can get away with launching this game. Pokemon looks trash. It hasn't looked good, probably since the Game Boy Color. But we don't go there for the graphics, we go there for the experience. And this game in particular, Pokemon A to Z, I love it. It's fantastic. I know I can't really, I'll play around right now. Let's see, call out one of my Pokemons. But hey, there's Bill Charizard. But this really is a game that is giving us everything we've always ever wanted. To walk around with our Pokemon, to capture them in real life. It's not an RPG per se, it's an action game where you click the moves and you see them happening in real time and you can adjust accordingly. So the gameplay is fun. They even made a bundle for this game and the Nintendo Switch 2, so they were expecting some big, yeah, it's gonna work. It didn't work. Because someone over there decided to keep releasing games on Switch 1. Stop that, okay? So how Nintendo can change the trajectory of their stock price right now is, I don't think anyone really knows the exact answer, because that RAM issue is an issue. I think they need to communicate rather than just secretly not communicate, which is usually their style. I need to say that the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 is not going up. Just say that off the bat. Also, this year, any other games you have in your product roadmap, take them off the Switch 1. I don't care. Just take them off. Stop that. All Switch 2 exclusives, all in. Make Timmy and little Susie cry a lot because they don't have the Switch 2, so their parents can get them for them. I'm joking a bit, but not really, okay? I have a lot of friends who have the Switch 1 who are, half of them are kind of like, I don't know. What's the point? I already got a Switch 1 and I can play most of these games. Don't really see the point of getting a whole new console right now. Give them the point, Nintendo. Don't do a slow progress like PlayStation 5 did and took 3-4 years until the PlayStation 4 stopped getting games. Believe in generations as the Sony executives believe in. Make the bold call. Declare no price increases for games and for Nintendo Switch 2. Then cancel all your Switch 1 games and just make them Switch 2. I know it's bold, I know that's not necessarily the most consumer-friendly thing to do, oddly, but it is going to give a stronger answer as to why people should be buying Switch 2 if they already have the Switch 1. Remember, it's that middle market now Nintendo's entered. You already got the early adopters. They're in, they're excited, they're playing. It's that massive, huge chunk, maybe even 70% of your total sales. It's going to come from that middle segment that you have to capture like a Pokemon right now. So hopefully if you're working with Nintendo, have these discussions internally. As a fan, as a strong believer in Nintendo and everything that you do and how you do it, chef's kiss. But you're gonna have to be a bit more strategic now. The tariffs are only going to get worse, prices are only going to get up. The RAM company going bankrupt is one thing, who knows what will happen to the next company, unfortunately, that will fold under pressure with these lovely economic travesties are happening around the world. So get your messaging sorted out, make commitments to your consumers, and provide Switch 2 exclusives, especially for your flagship games. All right, Nintendo, do those things, your stock price will get back up into the green, and you will be very, very happy. All right, thank you all. Stay tuned for the next time. Talk to you all soon.